Hello, this is BloggyBoon for another BloggyBoon, and this one's a bit more, it's not exactly happy and cheery and talkative as the other ones. I'm fine myself, it's nothing wrong with me, it's more about some news that I have heard recently. For those who like Rooster Teeth, it's quite a good group of people, quite a good social production group thing that makes all these cool Let's Plays, and they're responsible for web series like Red vs. Blue, and the most recent one that I really liked was RWBY. And people will probably know what I am talking about, which is about the creator, Monty, who he was quite a creative person. He created the animations for Red vs. Blue, the fight scenes particularly, and those were quite stunning. I remember seeing those when I was younger. I thought those were fantastic. And more recently, he was the creator of RWBY. And whilst people made fun of some of the derpy animations, for example, in the first episode, the character Ruby Rose eats a bunch of cookies really fast, and I think the other character whose names I can't remember, he stamps on his cigarette, and it kind of goes, it just kind of like makes a little squish noise. It looks really silly. And unfortunately, Monty has passed away, which came to me as a shock, to be honest, because I heard that he was hospitalized a few days before, and I was hoping that he'd have a speedy recovery. And then today, not a few minutes ago actually, I find that this creative, inspirational man had died at only the age of 33. And whilst I, like most of us, did not know him personally, I was looking forward to more of his work. I was really excited for RWBY. I was hoping to have another volume. It was going to be fantastic. But that's looking pretty bleak now that he has passed away. And I think that saying is, you don't know what you have until it's gone, is really true. Because now you realise how much of a person Monty was. You realise how he lived for his passion and his creativity, and he was quite an awesome person because of this. And to kind of be a bit less depressing, I want to talk about your own creativity, how you can channel it, how you can use it to your own self, in a way to respect Monty, because that's what Monty, what a lot of people say, that's what he lived for, is the stuff that he was passionate about. And I myself, and I know several other people, have always had that problem where we find it difficult to find our creativity because we think we're either terrible, we keep trying, we don't think we're good enough, or we look at everyone else who's made it and they're popular, or they're making a career out of what they love doing, and you don't see the struggle that they had to go through. You just see them as they are now. You see them as this big behemoth of talent, and you sit there thinking to yourself, am I ever going to be like that? Will I ever be like that? Am I worth enough to be like that? It's the same with me for voice acting. I make these voice acting little, videos and things like that, and some of them are silly, some of them are actually serious, mixed bag, and I watch them over again, or I listen to them whilst I'm recording, and I think, I'm terrible. I think I'm absolutely horrible. I take multiple takes, which is par for the course. You're meant to do that, but I take too many, because I keep listening to them and go, no, that sounds wrong, oh no, that's not right, oh no, I need to be the character, I can't just say the line, I need to be the character and then say the line, and I just kind of go too far into it, because I worry about the quality that I'm giving out. But then at the end of the day, I'm very tiny, so only five or so people will see that video, so why do I put so much effort into it? Because I care. That's the thing, because I care about what I do. I want to make this good because it's something I enjoy, and I shouldn't let something simple as not having many subscribers or many people watching me put me down. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of stuff in real life that doesn't make me capable of making constant videos and videos and videos, but I still try to make some every now and again. I will try and make a video to the best of my ability because I'm passionate about my voice acting. The same with my university course. I am passionate about film. The two kind of do coincide with each other occasionally, so I like both of them. If it was not for film and animation, I would not have been into voice acting as much as I have been now. So, I really feel that if you want to try and find your creativity, you can either be inspired by someone as great as Monty, or you can try and channel it yourself. Sit down, mutually, not in a bad mood, not in a good mood, just in a mutual position, and sit there and think to yourself, what am I good at? What can I do to improve? And don't do it negatively, don't do it over positively, that's why I say be in a neutral state of mind, because you need to try and give yourself some self-esteem without giving yourself too much ego. You need to try and find a middle ground, and you need to try and evaluate yourself. And this is something that I've been trying to do a lot since I've come to university, because like I said in the second BloggyBoon about my experience in 2014, uni had changed me a lot. It has made me a lot better in myself, and I feel so grateful for that experience I've had. And hearing this news, whilst I was going through a bit of a burnout of creativity, made me just want to talk about it, because I'm going to miss Ruby, because it might not, there's a possibility that they might not continue it now that Monty is passed away, but more importantly, I'm going to miss Monty, because it's the person behind the content that is more important, and especially someone like Monty, because Monty was, like I've said earlier, a really fantastic and creative individual who, I'm going to argue, without his assistance in some of the web series that Rooster Teeth made, would probably not have been near the quality that they were. So, unfortunately, we've lost this fantastic, great man. And I am looking at the comments right now on the news that Rooster Teeth posted up, and most people are saying that he was an inspiration, and that they're sorry, to hear this, they are so saddened. But a lot of things I'm noticing is that a lot of people saying he was an inspiration, and I wish I could have been like him, and all these amazing things. And that's where I'm thinking about, because Monty is such a creative guy that other people wish that they could also tap into that creativity, and that is what I've tried to been talking about for these past few minutes, is this idea of trying to find your creativity. As difficult as it can be to try and find it on your own, you need to try. I think the problem really is that a lot of people get put down, or, stamped down by their self-esteem because of other people. But really, to be truthful and to be very, very serious, screw what other people say. If they don't have anything nice to say to you, forget it, because it's not worth your time. They are not worth your time. You are better than that. Yes, you might not be some great popular person with loads of subscribers and, oh, look, you've got this career out of, voice acting like I wish I could do. But at the end of the day, I need to remember the moments when people go, yeah, you're pretty good at voice acting. You're pretty funny with it too. You can be quite creative with it. Keep doing that. And because I'm starting off small, I'm like a little hen, like a little baby chick. I've got to grow, and then I will one day become a rooster, and I'll be yelling at the top of the barn in the morning about how amazing I am because I've made it. But right now, I am the small little baby chick. And right now, all I can do is chirp. And occasionally those chirps are either really adorable and they work, and everyone's like, "Aww," and other times they're really loud and obnoxious, and people are just like, "Oh, well, you're fucking annoying and you were terrible." But that's the kind of thing you need to do. You need to just eliminate any negativity that anyone gives you. You can't really get rid of your own self-evaluation negativity, because we are our own worst critics at the end of the day, but you need to try and push past that. But more importantly, forget what other people say if it's not constructive, or it's not valid criticism, or it's not even positive. If it's just straight up negative and straight up ad homineous, ignore it. Just keep doing what you want to do. Keep doing what you want to do, like Monty did, because that's pretty much what Monty lived for, is his desire to make these great animations and contents and modeling and all this wonderful stuff that he did before he passed away. This is what he lived for. You should take that into your own right as well. You should take that into your daily life and make every single day a story about what you want to do, about your own personal talents and goals and desires. So, unfortunately, yes, this is quite a more serious BloggyBoon, but I really wanted to talk about this because, you know, the whole idea of creativity for me was a big problem for me, and then having this happen, I just wanted to just highlight how this man is going to be missed, because he was a creative inspiration, and his mindset of creativity should be adopted by so many people, because I feel like that would be one of the best ways to continue now that he is gone. So, final words is that whilst I never really knew Monty, I never really spoke to him. Obviously, I've never been to a convention and seen him at the few RTXs and stuff like that. I am going to miss him as if I did know him, because he was a fantastic man of creativity, and he will be missed. And my heart goes out to all the members at Rooster Teeth, because they know him as a friend, and I hope that they're coping. I hope that Monty's family is coping, and I hope them the very best for pulling through, because they have lost a great person, and they deserve all the time in the world to grieve and get over this and try and push on as best they can. They deserve all the time in the world. So here's to you, Monty. You were a magnificent bastard. I'll see you guys next time.